We're a 501c3 nonprofit that supports children with pediatric cancer and their families. We do it in 3 ways: emotionally, spiritually, and financially. All of our programs are kind of designed to help build an emotional impact to the families.
So my son Jacob was diagnosed with leukemia when he was 3, and Andy was one of the first people that we met. Yeah, they helped us from an emotional standpoint. Andy was somebody I could go talk to if I had a concern about something or didn't understand or what this meant or what that meant, or just getting my son through it. He had experienced it with his own son, so that we could relate to each other, and it was just more of an emotional connection there.
Paisley was diagnosed with neuroblastoma in January of this year, and we have been doing treatment now for basically all this year. Right now she's in radiation. We live about 3.5 to 4 hours away from here, so aTeam has stepped in and they helped us out with a place to live, and they've taken care of our utilities. Okay, well they're basically taking care of everything, all of our living needs. For the last basically 4 months, they've helped us out, so it's been a huge, huge help for us.
My son Austin was diagnosed at 18 months with ALL. We went through some very rough times. aTeam was there to provide support for us as far as emotional support, and they were there when we needed them.
We did not expect, and definitely kind of turned our world kind of a different direction when he got sick, and we had a lot of support from our family and from our church, and so I think that's what led us to begin aTeam, is that we felt called to help support the families that are going through it in that way as well.
Hayden had some bruising on his legs, so he began running a fever after that. Took him to his pediatrician. They said it looked like leukemia, so they did more tests. The next day confirmed it was leukemia, and that was back in September of 2014. So we began very intense treatment, put him in the hospital for almost 4 months before we got to go home.
I have to get treatment every week on Thursdays. They barely get to see me because I'm sick and I'm always in the hospital. My dad is just praying and praying that I'll get better.
Just knowing that there's people out there that that's what they do, is they're here to help. I mean, it just takes a load off the families. They already have to deal with enough.
And aTeam is one of those ministries that absolutely operates with excellence. And it goes back to the fact that, you know, they've had personal involvement with pediatric cancer, the throwers have. And so they know exactly how to minister to these families and really make an impact. They know exactly what their needs are, and they know how to love on them, and, you know, with Christ-centered, you know, love and support them in all the different ways that they need support. And so, you know, the impact they make is just very tangible, you know, very evident. And it's a pleasure and a privilege to be able to be a part of that and just be able to see that impact.
The support that aTeam gives to us and to other families is remarkable. The events and the fellowship that they have through golf tournaments, through Champions of Chemo, other events, it's been great for our family just to get together with other people who are going through the same struggles.
And certainly financial donations are key, but, you know, perhaps somebody wants to rent an apartment for a year and they want to do that and support aTeam. Well, that's a big deal. And or if they want to help start an endowment for educational fund, that's a big deal. We send children to Alabama and Auburn football games as a family. You know, if they may have extra tickets that they're not using, or they want to buy us tickets to be able to give to families each week during football season. That's huge, because it allows a family who's probably been in the hospital, who doesn't have the resources to be able to do a normal family activity, to go. The journey of pediatric cancer does not stop within a short period of time. It doesn't really stop over a short month period of time, or week period of time, or year period of time. It generally lasts forever.
aTeam and Andy and their staff has still been there to support me after the fact, which really means a lot, you know, because it makes me realize he's not forgotten and we're not forgotten.